Members of the Fly Music Society, welcome back to the channel. A new Falling in Reverse drop. I wasn't expecting this. I don't know who was. I don't know if there was kind of warning of this, but I didn't know they were gonna. Usually they do like a video every year, right? This is one in or two in like a month's time. So this is crazy. Today we're gonna be listening to Falling in Reverse All My Life featuring Jelly Roll. Now I know of Jelly Roll because my wife loves country and she kind of showed me Jelly Roll and introduced me. Jelly Roll as a person, like the dude is a great dude. Love the guy. You guys know me, I'm not a big fan of country, so if this is a straight up country song, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I think it depends on the country, right? If it's this bubblegum country, bubblegum pop country that's on the radio, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. If it's mixed with metal, it might, you know, the Falling in Reverse type of stuff, I might be okay with it, but I'm very biased when it comes to country. I'm sorry, country heads, but I'm nervous about that, but I'm excited for new Falling in Reverse. You guys know I love Ronnie, I love Falling in Reverse, and I will keep doing them on my channel until the day that the channel ceases to exist. For those that are new to the channel, what we do here is I'll listen to the song, watch the video, I'll stop it here and there where I see fit to make some comments, and then at the end we'll talk about the messages, we'll talk about the music. With Falling in Reverse, I kind of just like to let it happen though, as much as I can, because their videos are pretty amazing, so but we'll see how it goes. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. The features for Falling in Reverse have always been pretty good too, so I'm not surprised that somebody like Jelly Roll is on here. Everybody loves Ronnie, guys. I think it's pretty safe to say that at this point. Here we go. Straight up spaghetti western. This is gonna be all country, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been high and low, I've been sober, I've been fighting, searching for my love in all the wrong places. Word up on the streets is I got a bad reputation. Yeah, I may have true blood, but that was true love. Got a stronger bad luck everywhere I look. Every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. So someone save my soul, because all my life I've fucked up and I can't deny. I'm doing my best to get it together. I told you once, I told you a million times.
Dude, what am I watching, man? It's, you guys know I will always be honest, right? Like, here's the thing. Ronnie's been good at pretty much any genre he does. He fits into that genre. Like, if somebody were to come in, right, not know Falling in Reverse, heard this on the radio on a country station, they'd be like, oh yeah, this fits well. It's perfect. This is country. They wouldn't think anything of it, right? Even if we're just talking about production wise, like, this is 100% a country song. We're gonna go back and talk about the production because the production 100% is a country song production. So let's go back here. If it's just a country song, like, I'll be like, okay, that's pretty cool, but I want Falling in Reverse, bro. That's what I want.
Yeah, I may have true blood, but that was true love. Got a stronger bad luck everywhere I look. Every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. So someone save my soul.
Even got the record scratches in there. What are these outfits? There you go.
I've been up and down, I've been through hell and back. I've had my
Oh shit, it's Blair.
baby, please cut me some slack. I know you wanna get through to me, but I am my worst enemy. I may have true blood, but that was true love. Got a stronger bad luck everywhere I look. Every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. Better buckle down, giddy up, here we go. Because all my life I've fucked up and I can't deny. I'm doing my best to get it together.
we go. I have to stop it. Brother line dancing to the fucking breakdown. There's so much stuff happening in the video too that I'm trying to like keep up with, but I'll get back to all that stuff. Let's back up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we got the template of a country song, right? That you'd probably hear on the radio now. It's a little bit more rocky than like the typical country song, right? I mean, he has his rock roots. It has to be. Honestly, I don't hate it. I like it. I like it a lot. You guys, when I come in, I'm really just being an ass when it comes to the country stuff. Like, the song is awesome, right? I like to give country its shit just because of how I feel about bubblegum country, but no, this is really cool, man. I like these fusion of different genres. Let's go back a little bit. And I like that the people call Ronnie a transphobe and they have Blair on here. If you guys don't know who Blair is, well, I'll talk about that in a second. But we got the rainbows, they're shooting rainbows at each other. And this is just, and it's Pride Month. Hell is happening?
All my life I fucked up and I can't deny. I'm doing my best to get it together. I told you once, I told you a million times. I just can't live like this forever.
In a rocket launcher. Oh my god. All right. I gotta he finally put his stuff on here. Good job, bud. Let's talk first and then we'll review in a second. Jelly Roll's voice, like I said, Jelly Roll's an amazing dude. His voice is incredible also. He's a fantastic singer. We saw that in here. Their voices mesh so well together. The way Ronnie's able to just like meld his voice to whatever he's doing is wild to me, man. Rapping, like, that's a different tonal voice that he's using for that. And then obviously the metal stuff, he has the high screams, the low screams. He has his regular singing voice, all different tones. Pop, he can sing pop well. He's done it in all these reimagined. And then now he's got this country twang going on. Like, if you didn't think Ronnie was talented, all that stuff should tell you that he's talented, right? We see the production chops that go. I think we miss a lot of the production that goes into these songs because we're so enamored by the video, right? But if you just actually listen to it and how much production goes into these songs, and again, I normally bash production, overproducing, but I don't think they're overproducing, right? I think there's a nuance to how they do it because their songs have so much going on. So there has to be a lot of production to create space and to make things sound open and then heavy and all that stuff. So really cool. I want to talk about some of the cool stuff I saw. So there's this portion, I think it's here. Maybe I'm seeing things, but I felt like at least at this beginning portion of when they walk into the bar and there's the shootout going on, that all the snare hits were timed with there's a word for it, I can't think of it, where the guns are shooting, right? And it has the shot blast. I can't think of the word for that right now, but they match the snares. Maybe not. That was time though with the hit. So that's really cool. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I really do think this is a little bit of a satire, guys, because of one, what they're wearing, two, it's a Western, three, like he's singing in that country twang. I mean, we have people like, why is this guy half naked? You know what I'm saying? We had a guy wearing an all pink outfit. The drummer with like missing tooth. And their old looking instruments.
I've been up and down, I've been through hell and back. I've had my share of drama.
And then Blair plays the sheriff here. If you guys don't know who Blair is, I gotta look up her last name because I'm drawing a blank. Blair White, that's who it is. You know, she's a conservative transgender who's been pretty open about her political views. Like, you guys know me, I could disagree with you wholeheartedly. I could disagree with you. That doesn't mean I don't like you as a person, right? And I think when there's so many people out there that are like, basically, I don't want to get too deep in politics, but they're basically saying that she's like a transplant, or like a conservative transplant, or like, oh, look, see, there's a lot of transgenders who support Trump or who are conservative, right? Like, not everybody who is part of the LGBT community is going to be liberal. That's not how it works. You can't. So that's who she is. She was also in a couple of Tom McDonald videos. So she's been kind of making her rounds on some of these artists. Her feature, I don't think means anything, but basically Ronnie saying, look, I'm not transphobic, right? That's cool that she's featured in this.
I've had my share of drama, baby. Please cut me some.
I like that she plays the sheriff too.
I know you wanna get through to me, but I am my worst enemy. I may have true blood, but that was true love. Just talking bad luck everywhere I look. Every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. Better buckle down, giddy up, here we go.
Yeah, I like that line too. I self-destruct when I'm close to.
True blood, but that was true love. Just talking bad luck everywhere I look.
Look at bad luck everywhere I look.
Everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. Better buckle down, giddy up, here we go.
I think when I'm close to loss, he said, but all my life I fucked up and I can't deny. I mean, that sounds like to me he's taking kind of responsibility for his past, right? I mean, this song's fucking catchy, bro. Already I'm singing to it. Sorry. Doing my best to get it together. Can't live like this forever. This part's so funny to me.
Go! All my life I fucked up and I can't deny. I'm doing my best to get it together. I told you once, I told you a million times.
The granny finally woke up. I just noticed that.
Live like
Just to shoot the rocket launcher.
I can't live like this
Good song, man. Like, here's the thing with Following in Reverse. I feel like there's so much talent between Ronnie and the band and the production team behind him and everybody who's writing all of these songs. Like, it's pretty hard, to be honest, to get something wrong with their songs, right? Obviously, probably not my favorite song that they've released. Definitely a fun song. Like, I would definitely, if I'm sitting at the barbecue with a beer, right, I'd kick that shit on, right? I'm learning from this channel to be open to trying to respect stuff that I otherwise would have written off before. Like, before I started this channel, if I had heard this from Following in Reverse, I would have been like, man, this stinks, right? But I'm learning to respect music in a different way, right? And this isn't even him trying to be like, I'm gonna become a country artist. It's him trying to just like kind of do different things, and I respect that from an artist, especially when in the music industry, right? A lot of these bands get stuck doing the same thing for years and years and years. You know, Limp Bizkit's kind of fallen into that. I love Limp Bizkit, but they've kind of fallen into this thing where like all of their albums now are just essentially the same. It's cool hearing them release new music, but they haven't really like evolved throughout the years. Really, the first album was kind of their only like outlier, I guess, now, because that was super heavy, and then the rest of them got a little bit more like poppy. But I'm getting on a tangent here, but I like that Ronnie's trying to immediately just do different things, right? And look, they still have the metal roots, they still have all of that. Really cool. Production of the song. So when you have pop insertions into songs like this, country is very much so pop driven, especially the you know, bubblegum pop country stuff that's out on the radio right now. It's really pop with a country twang added to it, whereas the old country was very much country, right, with a lot of folk in it. So that's kind of where country kind of made its drastic turn to the depths of hell. But I really do think that the production here is a little bit kicked into higher gear than the other songs. And a lot of you are going to say, you're crazy. I'm mostly talking about in the vocal part of things. We have a lot of layering, especially with the choruses and stuff, where we have Jelly Roll probably has 5 or 6 layers on his vocals, even though he's singing pretty simple melody. And then we have Ronnie's vocals that are singing harmony that also has 5 to 6 to 7 layers. So we have like 20 layers between both of them, probably more, honestly, when you get into these songs. And then we have the harmonizing vocals that are on the back that are also layered a bunch. So lots and lots and lots of layering that is 100% on par with country music. And I think Ronnie tried to stick to like make this as authentic a country as possible, whilst also making fun a little bit of the genre. I mean, he definitely made fun of the genre for sure. He's making it satire. I think it has a little bit to do with like people calling him a conservative and transphobic, right? And he's like, okay, well, this is how you see me. This is how I'm going to be. And that's not to say that every single country artist is conservative, but I do think that that's kind of like the overall general consensus of people who listen to country are conservative, right? So he's like, well, I'm going to do this and just, you know, here's what you guys wanted. But then also completely in contrast, that has a trans person in there, transgender woman in the song or in the video, excuse me. Ronnie's just really funny, and being kind of, you know, fuck you really is really what I'm getting at. But it's a very simple song in terms of chord progression and going from one thing to another. Bridge, obviously, I love the bridge. Vocals are super good, as super clean, very well mixed. Falling Reverse's production is very good on all of their songs, all of them. And I give the props to the people who mix it and produce it. I know Ronnie has a lot of say in a lot of that stuff, but Ronnie's kind of the masterclass at writing this stuff. So I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was when I saw it, when I was reading that it was basically a country song. But no, really cool. Look, I want Falling Reverse to succeed, and I hope that they keep doing this where they kind of go outside the box for all of their stuff, right? You know, he moved into rap, and now he's having kind of this like, what do you call it? Ronald was a really bombastic, like craziness. It was just like in your face for 20 minutes. It was not 20 minutes. That's what it felt like. It was in your face for the entire thing. And we need contrast on the album, right? We need some of that. Then we need something that's kind of calm and fun and relaxing and just a good old time like this. So I think they're going about this album in a great way. But I'm excited for their album release on July 26th. They are releasing their album on July 26th. I'm excited for that. I'm going to keep looking out for Falling in Reverse, man. They've quickly grown to be one of my favorite bands right now. So I'm happy that they're releasing new music. Anyways, if you enjoyed that and you enjoyed me talking forever, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps the channel out a lot. I do appreciate the love and support that you guys have been showing me. And as always, show love to the artists. Go to Ronnie's Instagram, TikTok, Falling Reverse's YouTube, and as well as Epitaph Records YouTube. Support all of them as well. That helps them out too. So appreciate the love and support. And please do remember that good vibes are contagious.